Where am I?
Season's greeting.
Hey, there I am. Hi, we're both in stripes today.
Ah.
And by we, I mean I'm Sean.
And I'm Lizzie.
Oh, we have a live studio audience today.
She's actually also in stripes.
Also in stripes today. The whole
Whole
family is in stripes. Welcome.
Whole family in stripes.
However you may be watching, wherever and whenever you may be watching, thanks for making us part of your day. We're Stitching Live.
We are.
With Lizzie and Sean.
Indeed.
And Tilly off camera.
And Posture Design.
I'm over here, just sitting on a blankie.
Okay,
just sitting on a blankie.
That's right, everybody.
It is winter break. And we're doing this.
Okay, so what are we doing today?
We're going to do the Beloved Bear.
It's been 2 weeks, so I'm trying to get my C legs back.
I know.
Or I guess my V for video legs back. L for live legs back.
Live legs.
Yeah.
Live leggies. Yes, we were off last week so we could get orders out as quickly as humanly possible.
Yes.
And we are back this week because, yes, I see your stick.
Hello from the elves in the Pashta Barn, Mom says.
The elves are working very hard, and we appreciate them very much. Thank you, sweet girl.
Thank you for throwing away your sucker stick.
That
Kathy
may have been a mistake.
Kathy says, thanks for packing my order this morning. You're welcome, Kathy. It's in the trunk of my car right now. When this live is over,
go to the post office.
I'm going straight to the post office.
Yes, we had a couple that finished from over the weekend.
Yeah.
And a couple came in today. We got to those right away.
And they're happening.
They're happening.
We've got one going to Scotland later on today too, which I'm very excited about. Northwest of Glasgow, actually.
Glasgow?
Yeah.
Oh, fiddlesticks.
I see you there, honey. Yeah, what's the fiddlesticks about?
Well, I didn't poke out the holes on some of these.
Uh-huh.
Now I've got to figure out what.
All right, we're doing it live. Here, let's get into it.
Here,
we're doing the beautiful bear today.
We're doing the Beloved Bear today.
The Beloved Bear today.
And I have my trusty... Well, yeah, anybody who hasn't seen me poke out holes before.
That's what the Beloved Bear looks like.
Yes.
So that you can get a really close look at it.
Beloved Bear.
The Beloved Bear. There are two kinds of bears there in the example.
There are.
One of them looks like this, kind of close up. Is the little holly hat and everything part of the set?
No, that was from the Snowy Friends.
Sorry, everybody. There's a little bit of a lag there in the studio. The audience just saw the close up. Where the holly things come from there?
Snowy Friends.
From Snowy Friends.
And I just realized that they coordinate when I was putting together samples.
And then the other one, but the heart does come with the Beloved Bear, correct?
Yes, the heart is part of the Beloved Bear.
Okay,
yes.
So the heart is part of the bear.
If you want to show my tabletop here, I can show everything that's in the die.
I would love to show your tabletop here. Let's take a look at that one moment.
Before we do that, could we show alpaca?
No, we're not showing
alpaca.
Sit
right
down,
now,
though.
baby.
Thank you for offering.
Maybe later.
If you can read, sweetheart, in the chat, there are people saying hello to you. See if you can find your name, okay? Let me get my head out of the way. Talk us through the die, would you, Lizzie?
One said hello.
Can you count in your head for me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cat's doing cat stuff.
Okay.
All right, so the Beloved Bear has a front bear, a back bear. Hi, Cheeser.
Your camera's a little drifty here.
A muzzle.
Dad, I need you to help me spell hi.
Oh.
Later, okay?
Oh, biscuits,
Here.
please. How do you spell
H-I, baby. H-I. Okay, so we've got front bear, back bear, muzzle, nose, tail. That's optional. So we have a holes only die here for the tail if you so choose. Tail. He looks right there. There is a heart. Whoops, I'm a little off camera there. There's the heart that comes in the die. And then ears, back ear and front ear and inner ear for all of the ear bits. And then feet. And this die cuts like a window, so it can look like a foot pad. You can see right here. You can also just inlay, instead of doing 3 layers, like these feet are 3 layers thick, you could do 2 layers and then do an inlay and glue it. Oh, that reminds me.
What reminds you?
I need the hot glue gun. It's downstairs. We don't need that for a while, though.
Okay.
Okay. So those are all the pieces of the bear. And I have cut. Oh, there's also arms that I just used.
Another hi, Tilly. 3 hi, Tilly.
Okay, baby.
Nice, baby.
That's great. There are also arms, but apparently I forgot to grab that die because I just cut the arms out in the barn. So you'll need 2 sets of arms. So you cut a total of 4 pieces. Yes, Lovey. Hi, honey. I love you too, sweet girl. Okay, so we're going to start. I've got all of my pieces.
Oh, hi,
Sweet girl. I've got all of my pieces sort of paired up.
Hey, bud.
Hi, Cheeser. Hi, buddy. Oh, I just dropped my arm. Thanks, buddy. Okay. So I've got feet. I've got base color.
Uh-huh.
I've got the foot pad color, and I've got the top of the foot there.
Okay.
I've got 2 sets of those.
Sure.
Got the muzzle, front bear, back bear. We've got 2 ears. It's a front, a back, and an inner piece. And then I've got a tail and a heart. There is a holes only die for the heart, but I didn't bother.
Didn't bother with that. We're going to freehand that later on, okay?
It's only like 4 stitches.
Tilly has put both hi dad and hi mom into the chat. All on her own. Way to go.
Hi, baby girl.
Nice work over there. Good spelling.
All right, so there's
Just
all
one
the
sec.
pieces.
I
we made.
missed hi, Mama.
No, you didn't. It says hi mom. M-O-M. That's mom.
No, I was supposed to put an emoji, but I forgot.
Oh, that's okay, sweetheart.
I'm gonna put an emoji in this time.
Yeah.
Okay, Mama needs to explain now, okay? Okay.
Okay.
So here are 2 bear samples that I did. Like Sean mentioned before, the hat and the scarf and the holly, those are from the Snowy Friends kit. So those are a separate thing, but they do, apparently, coordinate quite nicely. And then I've got this is just the bear as he is.
Okay.
So we're going to start with, I like to start with all the accessory bits. So we're going to start with the ears, the arms, and the feet.
Ears, arms, and feet. Okay,
Yes.
so EAF is what we're going to get started with today.
Correct.
And that'll help me kind of take a look at what's going on over here.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Kathy, earlier when you were talking about poking out your hole, she said she rubs her felt across her corduroy pants. It cleans them all out.
You know, I wear corduroy overalls like 6 days a week.
That's
Maybe I
right.
should try that.
Heather said hello. I'm going all the way back to the top of the chat. Heather said hello from Michigan, where they have a heat wave of 45 degrees today.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. I was like, I thought I just saw my needle. Here's my needle. So I'm going to start, like I said, with the extra pieces. I'm going to start with the ears.
Uh-huh.
I've got 3 strands here of 38.65. You can't really see the spool. 38.65.
Kelly did say Happy Christmas Eve, everybody.
Ooh. And we're just going to thread the needle with these 3 strands to sew on our details.
I think I've gotten through all the hello Tillies. And I'm sorry that Mary's beloved bear is lost in the mail. I noticed that when Mary placed her order, she even specified expedited shipping.
Yeah.
And it looks like it left here.
I put it in a flat rate envelope.
I know. It left here. It went to Columbus. From Columbus, it went to Kentucky. And then it decided it loved Kentucky a lot. And it's just there.
I'm sorry, Mary.
We're sorry.
Just ship another one.
Shari says this live is going to be extra long with the studio audience, and then she has a big grinning face. Why don't you come over here and say that to my face, Shari? We got stuff to do.
She knows.
Kathy mentioned that your stitching guide for this one is spot on. That's really
good.
nice.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, that's great. And people love the fact that it's both cat and human live today. And someone says they're making calaveras like crazy. They're super fun to make. You're right. That's a very fun one.
I love that one too because you can. There's so many options. Okay, so I'm going to start stitching. I'm just going to do a running stitch.
Oh,
well, hi, Cheddar.
Cheddar, you're not usually an on-the-table stitching live cat.
Hi, buddy.
Yeah, you got something to say about that?
He has missed us a little.
We were gone for the weekend, so Cheddar has decided he's part of the table now.
Hi, bud.
Let's see if we can just, I don't know, readjust. Can we readjust the camera over towards, where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Oh, hi.
Hi, buddy.
Can they see you or not? I'm trying to get the camera on you, but you're not very cooperative. Okay, fine. My camera again. See if I care, Cheddar.
All right.
Okay.
So we're just doing this ear, inner ears, super, super quick.
Okay.
Once you get back to the other side of the ear, You just double back and fill in your stitches.
So you're just using a running stitch on the ear, I presume?
Yes.
With your number size 4 needle?
5.
Size 5 needle.
Yes.
Embroidery needle.
We hope to get them back in stock soon. We've had some trouble getting them from our own distributor, so.
We had a very stern conversation with our distributor.
We did.
Yeah. And
so
we said, hey, don't you care about us?
What the heck, man?
What the heck, man? Are we not big enough for you?
We're not.
Yeah, so sell us some needles. And then we found out, oh, we can use the little back order function. And
which
perhaps,
we were told we could not
which
use.
we were told we could not use, but now we can use.
Too small.
That's right. Cheddar is just taking up a spot there on the table. That's great. That's a good
he's just going to
place
hang
for him.
out there.
Yeah.
That's fine. He's not on camera or anything. So.
Okie dokie. I can't help you, sweetheart. I'm stitching live with Lizzie and Sean. And if you're watching us, thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for being with us.
We're stitching the beloved bear. Okay, I'll be there in just a moment. Hang on. Look at this little beloved bear guy I've got. Look at this.
All right, I'm just...
Look
yeah, I see that.
Nice?
That's very nice.
That's a nice graphic, except now people can't see anything. Okay, I'll be right back, everybody.
I did see it. I did note it.
Okie dokes.
Now I have cat hair on my face, so it just... Okay.
Honey, I have no idea where the cap is to your pen that came in your backpack, and I have to go back now, okay? All right, see you later.
So winter break goes until January 5th, everybody.
We are taking applications. We're taking applications over here. Yeah.
It's okay. We're okay. Everybody's fine.
Show that.
Tilly would like me to show this. Is a notebook that is fuzzy and kind of pastel rainbow and has a butterfly on it. I believe this was a Christmas gift.
Yes.
That she received early
Sorry, I
from
just realized
Granny.
I wasn't sewing on camera at all.
That's okay. I thought I had this facing towards you
no,
so
you
could see what was going on. Oh, great.
I
Then
didn't
I
know.
can't see. Oh, now I can.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, everybody is happy to see that.
Little
Tilly.
pieces are harder for me to sew further away too.
You may have that back now. Thank you. Why don't you
I
work?
need you to show me
Now, for the outer
Need to
rim of the
show
ear.
These erasers.
Shh, Tilly, sweetheart. Pumpkin. Hush. Okay. So we're going to sew the back of the ear to the front of the ear next. I'm going to use 818, which is our match for the, oh, sorry, I should have said, this is Precious that I'm working with today. And 818 is our match for Precious and Satin Slipper, if you happen to.
That's great. These are children's erasers that I'm working with today. This one is a butterfly.
You're a good dad, you know that?
I'm an okay dad. And this is a flower. Isn't that nice? And eventually here, I'll get the camera adjusted so that you all can see what Cheddar's up to
He's just laying down.
today.
He's just happy.
Yeah.
Hi, bud.
Oh my
Hello.
gosh. Okay, make me a bird so I can fly far, far away.
Oh, dear.
Oh yeah, oh dear is right.
I'm
What?
still seeing that.
I'm sure
What
you
you
are
missed-
still seeing that.
What you missed, because you couldn't see it off camera, was Cheddar laying down and looking lovingly over his shoulder.
Yes, Cheddar just looked at Mom like this. Oh. I think we've got a cat downstairs hollering now.
Is Louie down there?
Yeah, probably.
Where is everybody?
Oh yeah, you can have your erasers back. Please back your body up.
Okay.
Thank you.
So once you have the fronts of your ears done, you can move on to the outer ear part here.
In case you're wondering why you might need erasers, it's because you also have 3 mini golf pencils that came in colors that coordinate with your
With your
butterfly fuzzy notebook
And backpack.
and backpack. Thanks, Grammy. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Dad,
Okay.
can you show them up? Well,
Yeah, I've already showed them. You just have to wait for the delay, okay?
Here we
Okay.
go.
Yep, there you go. I'm going to roll them back to you, okay?
All right, I'm doing, again, the running stitch. 3 strands of 818.
And you said the 818 is your match usually for Satin Slipper, but we also recommend it for Precious.
And for Precious. The heathered colors are tricky.
Tell me why the heathered colors are so tricky.
Because there's so much gray in there too, and it can be difficult to choose a color that will blend in. But this one 818 felt like a good blend-inable kind of color for Precious.
And I know satin slipper is pink.
Yes, satin slipper is also pink, correct.
That's right.
We are out of satin slipper right now, but hopefully we will get it soon.
We have plenty of 818, so if you want to order some Precious and stitch this exact bear
true.
with this exact thread, we've got you covered for sure. What did you find out when you looked up the order for when I was leaving the barn to prepare our daughter a grilled cheese sandwich?
I did in fact order agave the other day.
So but not the satin slipper? Okay, that's fine. I just want to know where we left off with that.
I think we learned that last week when we were looking this up.
Oh, got it. Okay.
I have a cat hair on my face and it's driving me crazy.
There's been so much in the world that we haven't talked about in the last 2 weeks. In particular, getting the last of the felt that we needed to ship the last of the pre-order kits.
All of that happened while we were not having lives.
Yeah, while we were not doing lives. Yeah.
Yes, I drove into the city to pick up some of the lost felt. Sean drove into the city to pick up he drove into the city twice trying to track down lost felt.
I was on the phone. I counted in my phone
for hours
between Friday, December what was that? That would have been what Friday?
12th.
Was that the 12th?
Mm-hmm.
Between Friday the 12th and last Tuesday when I got the last of the felt, I was on the phone with FedEx 24 times. 24 times. It was Kiefer Sutherland number of times. And if you imagine that each phone call was at least 10 minutes,
at least.
That's a good 4 hours. It was probably closer to 5 hours, I think, that I was on the phone with FedEx. There you go.
And we're going to do the same thing with the other ear.
The other ear.
If I had planned ahead, I would have just done half of all of the pieces.
Oh, cheesy.
Yeah, cheesy squeezy still on the table, isn't it? Yeah. It was so bad that by the time I made the final phone call to FedEx on the Tuesday morning to see if they in fact had our final box,
the lady was like, "Okay, Sean."
It was 5:30 in the morning, and I rolled out of bed and I used the little pasta room, and then I placed a phone call, and the woman answered the phone and said FedEx, and I said I'd like to track a package, and she said, "What's your number?" And I gave her the numbers, and she said, "Is this Sean?" And I said, "Yeah." "Is this Debbie?" She was like, "Yes." And I've already pulled your box aside. And I said, "Can I come get it now?" And she said, "What?" I said, "Can I come get the box right now?"
At 5:45 in the morning.
And so then I walked in and I gave Lizzie a smooch on her forehead. And I put my jeans on over my pajama pants and a sweatshirt on over my pajama t-shirt. And I got in the car with a water bottle. I didn't brush my teeth, didn't put on deodorant, just went west and got that felt.
Yes.
Yeah, it was great.
And then
I know.
And then that particular day, Randy and Teresa and I cut the felt that we needed, packed the final stuff for the kits, and got all of the pre-orders out.
Because I had to be back in Columbus at 10 a.m.
Yeah. And it was also a very good day because Dad told me about it when he got to pick me up from school.
Yeah, so I went to Columbus. Columbus is about, depending on where you're going in Columbus, it's about a 40-minute drive away. So I went to Columbus and back, and then back into Columbus by 10 o'clock. It was great.
It's great. We got it done, though. We got it done.
And so that's a big reason why we didn't go live last Tuesday.
Yes.
Can you imagine going live after that?
That was Wednesday. All that stuff happened on Wednesday.
Was that Wednesday?
That was Tuesday was when I happened to be in the city because...
And you got the first two boxes.
I got the first two
boxes.
Got it.
Wednesday was when all that other stuff happened.
I cracked open those boxes in the parking lot of the FedEx facility to see if we had the felt we needed, and we did.
We did. We had one of the colors, but not both the colors. So... And then the bonus when I went to town on Wednesday, coming home with a felt, was that I drove past the Panera, so I got to get lunch for everybody.
Lunch for me and lunch for Tilly, and treats for the ladies who were going to be here helping me get those orders out. So
there's nothing that makes me happier than being on the road somewhere at like 5:30 in the morning.
He actually
quite
does.
honestly,
Enjoy
that's
that.
as good as life can possibly be.
Okay, hold on a second.
Go ahead.
We got 2 ears.
We got 2 ears now.
We're going to set those aside.
The FedEx story got us 2 ears, everybody.
We got ears.
Let me see. Mama, can you hold those up?
She already did. You just have to wait for the lag,
wait
sweetheart. Okay? There's always a little bit of a delay.
Okay. Now, we're going to do the feet.
The feet.
These feet, quite honestly, I'm just going to hot glue on because I don't feel like stitching them on today. So
I'm supposed to go get the hot glue gun.
Eventually. We don't need them right this second.
Not quite yet.
I can go get it.
Do you know where it is?
Yeah.
Where is it?
It's downstairs on the counter somewhere.
Okay, off you go.
It's in the back hallway in the bag that's way too high for her to get to, I think.
Get the step stool and see what you can figure out.
Okay.
Okay, good luck. Take the blanket off your foot.
You're not going on the stairs with the blanket on your foot.
There you go. Get the step stool and see if you can find it, okay?
Okay.
Be careful.
Ideally,
don't disturb my records or comic books.
Okay.
Ideally, you don't want knots in your thread before you start, so I'm just going to try and get all those out. Because I don't know how, but it got all twisted up. And my hands feel extra slippy right now because I had to put on lotion because my hands are so dry. I literally cut my fingers on ribbon last night as I was making, as I was wrapping presents. So, special. It is a special level of dry right now. Okay.
Okay.
So since I'm not going to be sewing the feet directly on, I'm just layering the feet together and then sewing through all 3 pieces of foot. So we've got the back of the foot, which is, you know, like just so it blends in. You've got the foot pad color. And then you've got the top layer, which is just a foot that has been cut a second time with the holes only die. This guy. Could you do just 2 layers of foot? Sure, but I like 3 layers. It gives them some nice structure. Okay.
Everybody, if you want to see what's going on with Cheddar right now, there's our guy Cheddar, who is hanging out on the front. You can see Lizzie's hands are there off to the far left side of the table on the camera as she's getting ready. I can put a little hands on there, but there's Cheddar decided he was just going to hop up here on the table.
Just hang.
And just hang out for the rest of the day today because he missed her so much.
So much. All right, so I'm coming between the foot pad layer and the back of the foot.
Okay.
Just so I can bury my ends.
So you're stitching all 3 layers of this foot at the same time?
Yes.
Correct?
Yes, they will be one fully functional foot
at
the end here. But eventually they're going to get glued on because I don't want to fuss with stitching around the feet right now. When they're connected to the bear, it's just a little trickier.
Yeah, who could imagine wanting to stitch around the fussy feet?
I mean, I've done it plenty of times. I just don't want to do it today.
Yeah, we're going to get your hands back on full screen, and then I don't need a circle. I'll just be over here, and we'll just let Cheddar kind of, in the same way that Louie, those guys must have talked while we were gone for the weekend, and Louie said, hey,
Louie was like,
did you hear I was ready for my close-up? And Cheddar was like, what are you talking about?
Right.
I couldn't find it, but I at least found this.
Oh, yeah, you did find a sparkle tinsel pipe cleaner.
How did you not find it? They were in the same bag.
They're in the same bag. Go back and take a look again. Okay.
Wait, no, I know you did.
That's okay. My camera's on Cheddar now anyway, so I can come downstairs for just a moment. Nobody can even see me. Everybody's just staring at Cheddar, so here we go. Okay, I'll be back, everybody.
Okay.
Make sure Cheddar keeps everybody occupied. I'm looking for a glue gun, right?
Yes.
Okay. Mama says they're in the same bag.
They should be. I don't know. Yeah, so we're just doing the running stitch all the way around the foot. Again, to do... No, I want it over here. Okay. So we're at the beginning. We're just going to double back and fill in all the open stitches. Now I'm worried that I didn't leave the glue gun in there and neither one of them's going to find it. No glue gun, huh? Okay, well. All right, then we'll stitch it on. We'll just have to stitch shallowly. Is it on the island? Hey, Tilly.
What?
Tell Daddy to check the island.
Okay, he'll be right up. Okay. Daddy!
Yes.
Mama.
think I used it.
Something to show you at the end of the line. I'm gonna do with these three.
Are you gonna braid them?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Christmas braid.
Christmas braid with some
And I'm gonna
glitter
use
spike part
my
cleaners.
between all of us, and whoever ends up last gets the braid.
Why are you only wearing one sock?
Because
Oh dear. Any luck? No. Okay, well.
all I found was some glue sticks.
Okay.
I found glue sticks. I found glue sticks and a lighter.
Nope, that's not gonna do it.
Here, how about that? How about we just put the glue sticks in the lighter and we use those? Will that do it?
No.
Here, pass me the glue sticks and I'll in the lighter, and I'll heat it up here.
No.
No? Okay. Oh boy.
All right.
All right. Well, I thought maybe that would help.
It does not, but thank you for your ingenuity.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Think about it in the house.
Okay.
That would set the house on fire.
Yeah, we don't want to set the house on fire right before Christmas, huh? That'd be real bad.
Nobody's setting the house on fire.
Daddy would.
Girlfriend, why are you coughing? Where's your water?
Your water's right there, baby.
Or you would set an ornament or something on
I'm gonna
fire, and
tuck-
then that would set the house on fire.
Okay, everybody. Let's not make any more jokes about setting our house on fire.
Okay, no more house fire jokes.
Jeez. Okay, so we've got our foot. We're going to bury the ends inside the feet,
Okay.
and it'll be fine.
You didn't leave it at Ms. Bade's room, did you?
I did not. I
Okay.
definitely brought it home, and I used it here for something, and I can't remember what.
All right.
So I probably put it away somewhere. Anyway, it'll be fine.
Somebody asked earlier about do I know when the
Foot.
sold out felt will restock? If you can tell me which
Depends
color you're looking
on the
for,
color.
I can tell you. Yeah, let me know what color you're looking for if there's a specific felt. Cat's out of the bag. You'd start a fire, Dad. Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah, please don't. Please
Cheddar
don't.
hasn't moved since I went downstairs. He's
No.
just there lounging like a lizard.
Yep, he's my guy.
Yeah, okay.
He missed me.
Then I need help braiding.
It's right to the middle, left to the middle, right to the middle, left to the middle, sweetheart.
You're doing great, babe.
Okay, so.
That's right. Shari says Cheddar is unconcerned about house fires and glue gun drama.
Left to the middle.
It's true.
Yeah.
Right to the middle.
Now that I'm here, I'm noticing that like Cheddar's circle is like a little bigger than your circle is.
Right
I don't know what to say.
I don't say either. Gotta even those things up a little bit here.
Right to the middle.
He's a happy guy. He's got his people. All right, so we're just going to do, this is not enough thread for the other foot, and I don't want to play thread chicken today, so.
Left to the middle.
Someone said I watched someone do a Christmas wrapping on YouTube, and that's how she used her glue stick to secure origami trees to package as a decoration. Is Barbara saying she used a glue stick
Left to the middle.
with a lighter? Mom wants to know if it's in the barn.
Left to the
I don't know now.
right.
We don't know where the glue gun is.
It's
It could be anywhere.
somewhere. What did I use it for? It was after the school thing.
Tilly, Miss Shari would like to know if you like your bare ears.
Yes.
Yes. Is the
Yes.
answer from the live studio audience.
I thought about doing a black bear today, and then I thought, you know what? It's too hard to see the stitching on black, so I'm not going to do that today. So, but it would be really cute to do like a black body with like a, what color? Maybe, not barley, maybe, ginger snap face.
That looks great. Go sit down, please.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Sorry, everybody. We're pausing looking at Cheddar for a moment to see that Tilly has been braiding. She's been braiding this here.
Pipe
These
cleaners.
No, they're not pipe cleaners. These are craft sticks.
Craft sticks,
No,
right.
they're
Uh-huh.
not cleaner.
These are chenille.
They're not chenille.
Oh, sorry. What are they?
That's what I'm saying. Is they're not chenille. They're the tinsely kind. So.
Okay, there you go.
Sweet girl. Can you take some water? Drink some water, honey? Anyway, black bears would be cute.
Black bears would also be cute. You've done the polar bear.
I've done the polar bear. I was thinking a panda would be really cute.
If you've had other bear ideas, Lizzie just went ahead and shouted out panda. I was going to leave that alone, but you just shouted out panda bear. Has anybody else in the chat thought about using the beloved bear to make a panda bear?
I'll see you later.
Okay, see ya, baby.
Skipping off down the stairs. Where's she going? Where did I put the glue gun?
I don't know. Where did you put the glue gun? When we came back from using it for crafts at school,
I know, but
did you have to use it for something else? You did have to use it for something else?
I used it for something.
Let me tell you, she had found the appropriate bag. She had gotten the appropriate bag onto the floor.
Yeah, I know she found it because she had one of the extra stuff.
I'm just saying she was much more thorough than I would have been. She was like, she had gone through all that stuff. Oh, Deb says that somebody posted a panda bear on the Facebook group.
Oh, wow.
I think I've missed that, and I can't look it up on my phone now because Tilly has my phone, so she can chat at you with emojis. Yeah.
Do you want to
look? Pipe cleaners, more pipe cleaners.
Wonderful.
Okay, let's maybe...
Those are the last of your pipe cleaners, okay? Okay, we have a lot of pipes that need cleaning, so you can't take any more of those.
Not quite what I meant.
Audrey says she has all the pieces cut for a panda. She just needs more hours in the day.
Yeah.
LOL.
Yeah. A grizzly bear would be like russet.
I don't think she needs more hours in the day. She just needs to teach some of the animals in that house how to stitch. Don't work. You got to work smarter, not harder, Audrey.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, we're going around the foot the other direction.
It's amazing that there are 36 people that are watching this live right now, because that implies there are 36 people who must be completely ready for Christmas. Everybody out there in the chat has got all their gifts wrapped and they don't have any more work to do.
You could be wrapping while you're watching.
Okay, let me know if you're wrapping hastily while you're watching right now. Ooh, cheddar. Oh, I get to have my camera back? Oh, that's great. That's great. Hang on a second.
Y'all are too noisy for napping.
Yeah, he's gonna see you later. He's going
into Tilly's room to find Peg.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna go find my regular. I'm gonna go find my regular place.
The light on.
He likes to.
Good thing you left the light on. That's right, sweetheart.
He likes to snuggle on her bed because it's 90% stuffed animals. So.
Yeah, that's our guy, Cheddar. Yeah, what a guy.
Yeah, until he didn't know it 90%.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back, everybody. Mary Kobe says, not ready at all. Barbara says, I know exactly where my glue gun is, but I'm too far away. Audrey says that her stitching companions don't have thumbs, so that's why they're not any help.
That's fair.
Kelly, no, LOL, I'm wrapping. Okay, there you go. Anybody else want to fess up to being behind other than me?
I need to wrap things.
Oh, I need to wrap things too.
And I need to wrap things too.
Tilly apparently has some wrapping to do, huh? Oh, look at that, Heather Rudd, all wrapped here, just stitching projects now. I hope that when Heather said that, she was doing one of these. All wrapped here. Love it. Renee says, I'm cleaning as I watch. It's game night with friends and family tomorrow.
Oh, that's really fun.
I
would love that.
Vicky says she finished everything yesterday. Today is her deep breathing day before the fun starts tomorrow. Okay.
You know, we were talking about this. We took all of our wonderful Pashto people to lunch. Brunch this morning.
We had a bit of a Christmas party today.
A
very tidy and efficient Christmas party.
And we were talking about how I had seen someone on Instagram recently talking about how, like, we don't have to make Christmas the end date for all of the festivities and all the fun. Like, Christmas can be, like, the middle somewhere, right? Like, we can find fun things to do all throughout, like, the whole Christmas break. We don't have to rush to make it all happen on Christmas and then Christmas is over. And I think that's a great way to look at it, because there's all sorts of things that I want to do with Tilly, and crafts I want to do, things I want to bake, and, like, she doesn't go back to school for a while, so we've got time to do all the fun things, and we should take advantage of having some time, and so that's the plan.
That's great. Tilly, you're done, okay? I don't need any more special effects in front of my camera. Okay. Well, we have people in various stages of preparedness and almost preparedness. Let's just call it almost preparedness.
All right, almost preparedness.
True Crime Tracy says she still needs to wrap it. She's in the process of grooming her dogs before Christmas. Do you groom your dogs yourself?
Oh.
This is not something we've ever talked about on Stitching Live.
Good for you. No, thank you. No dog grooming for...
Oh, Heather Rudd, who I suggested was doing this, is watching her 4-month-old, so...
Well, her niece.
Her niece.
All right. Next, we're going to do some arms.
Older.
Marianne says her grandson has 16 days off. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a long time.
Yeah, it should be illegal, Marianne.
You have plenty.
You have what feels like 16 days off.
I think yours is not quite that many, but it's plenty.
Yeah.
All right, so for the arms, I like to start down here.
How many more days?
What would be the armpit?
It is 2 more days until Christmas.
That means the day after tomorrow is the second day, and then the day after that day is Christmas.
That's right.
Okay.
It's all crashing down. Mama has some things to describe, okay?
So we're just holding the 2 arm pieces together. Could you do 1 piece? Sure. I like the 2 because of the weight that it gives. It keeps the felt from like rippling.
Yep.
When you do 2 pieces. But if you wanted to do like the arms coming in like in a hug or something, like this, for example, 1 layer might be easier because they would fold a little bit better, but you know, it's entirely preferential as far as I'm concerned. So we are just stitching all of our little extraneous bits, like the ears, the arms, the feet.
I'm slack-jawed because True Crime Tracy does, in fact, groom her own dogs, and she has 2 grandpups that are getting their turn as well. Wow. So she has 4 dogs total that she's working on, apparently. Holy smokes.
That's impressive.
I didn't know people who did that. That seemed like the last thing that people could not DIY, but there you go.
My parents, when we were kids, their idea of grooming their dogs was to just sort of spray the hose at them every once in a while.
That doesn't cut anything.
No,
that's just soaking the dogs.
Exactly. We had mutts who did not get like trimmed or anything.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah, we were the people with the shaggy dogs who couldn't see. But so I'm always impressed by people who can like really.
There you go.
Manage.
Well, I just counted. We also have 16 days off. So
do we really?
Yeah, it's actually if you count all the weekend days. Yeah.
Feels like that many.
If you count all the weekend days, there you go.
Well, we've already made it through like 4 or 3.
Well, those of you that are hosting with all these people coming over, good luck feeding all those mouths, man. Hoo boy. Hoo boy, that's a lot of mouths to feed.
We just invited some friends to come for some fun and games.
For some fun and games, that's right. And maybe we'll have the beloved bear done by then, as long as we're able to stay focused and find the glue gun. What? No. What do we mean? You know I what?
Need the glue gun? Really? It was just a preference.
Oh, we don't?
I mean, no.
I looked really hard for that glue gun. The barn is in a tizzy right now, trying to help us with the barn.
The barn is very good.
That's 2 you know what's in the last minute or 2. Yes, Matilda, what's on your mind?
See what I texted in?
No, I haven't seen what you've texted in because you didn't send it in, sweetheart.
Yes, I did.
It hasn't come through yet, Vinny.
It was hearts, more hearts, heart.
Yeah, I saw that. That happened like 30 minutes ago, sweetheart. Good job.
I just put in a bunch of hearts.
Girl loves a heart. She's a heart.
Oh, Tracy just spun that. She says they're all little dogs, but 3 of them are very mad at it. Saves money to spend on pasta. Winky face. There you go. All right. Please do not crawl any closer.
Priorities.
I want to hug Mommy's leg.
No,
please, you cannot do that while she's stitching. She's going to poke her fingers if she does that.
Can I hug Daddy's leg?
No, you can hug anybody you want in the barn, though. If you want to go have a hug,
you could go hug Grandma.
Yeah, how about that?
I guess we shouldn't speak for the ladies, but I think that they would all take a hug.
I think they would, too. Why don't you go see them and say hi?
No.
Go make sure they're watching and that everything's working fine.
No.
Okay, never mind. I did everything I could.
Turn,
no, thank you.
Turn that towards Mom.
Tilly, stop. Hey, do you remember how we had that conversation about how you were not the boss?
So after you're done stitching, this is the arm, yeah? You've done the 2 ears and you've done the 2 feet.
Yes.
And there are no hands, there are just arms.
Yes.
Okay, that's great.
This thread is long enough to do the tail bit.
You're going to put a little tail bit on
So I'm
there.
going to put the tail bit on there.
Somebody texted in again, Tilly.
Yes, Sharon just said that she heard you. She heard the special guest in the studio now. She's saying hello. Take your hands off of the tripod and the cords for the cameras, okay? Okay.
All right, so I'm just going to do the tail.
And you're freehanding the tail on there, right?
No, there's a holes only there.
There's a holes only die. So you place the tail
yes.
onto the back of the bear.
You can use the tail or not, or if you wanted to add like a pom-pom tail or something, like if you wanted a bear with like a pom-pom tail, you know, it's not too hard to leave off the tail. You can just attach whatever kind of tail you like. Or when Audrey did the lion, I presume she did not do this tail because she didn't need this tail. So, you know, that's why it's optional. That's why it's not built into the back, because I wanted you to have more flexibility.
When we were talking in the barn this morning about the upcoming live, about it being the beloved bear, and we had just gotten back from being in Tennessee, there was a question about whether or not we had seen a bear.
There was.
While we were there. Does anybody in the chat have experience with bears in the wild? You and I have a couple of bear stories.
We do.
But I don't know if anybody in the chat has got, you know, personal experience with
bears,
being near a bear, with a bear, hiking, seeing a bear. If you have, let me know. I would love to hear any bear stories you have.
I like bears.
Black bears, brown bears, grizzly bears, polar bears,
Brown
popcorn
bears
shrimp,
bears
jumbo
are the same
shrimp.
bears.
Yeah. Shrimp scampi, shrimp gumbo, shrimp kebabs, you know. Bears. Berenstein bears.
Tilly got a couple Berenstein Bears books for Christmas.
That's right.
One was Mama for Mayor. Not this Mama.
Oh, you're not running for mayor?
I'm not.
There.
Well, we do live in a township, so...
Heather Leibowitz says, I went to Kayla's National Park and was less than 10 feet away from many grizzly bears.
Wow.
Shari says, we have lots of bears. Heather says, in the water while they were fishing, it was amazing. Wow. If you were only 10 feet away, you could probably, like, smell the fish, I would imagine.
Well,
and, like, the guts and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going there. This live got real. That sounds great, man.
That does sound pretty cool.
Take me back to Kayla's National Park.
I do love a good animal experience.
Yes, crossing the road in Washington State and grizzlies in Yellowstone. Look at that, man.
Oh,
Folks
cool.
out west, they got a lot of bear stories.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, Vicky has taken 6 trips to Alaska and therefore has lots of bear stories.
That's where some of our bear stories
That's
are
right.
from.
Her favorite was watching a brown bear do some fishing. There you go, man.
Still on camera? Yes.
Yeah, you're still... Do you think that when they're fishing, do they use all 3 strands or all 6 strands of fishing line, or no? What do you think? I don't know why you're looking at me like that. I just don't know much about bears fishing. I live with a white polar bear. Does that count? Says True Crime Tracy, LOL. Ow! Mary Kobe's seen bears in Oregon on the Rogue River and in a meadow in Alaska. There you go.
Wow.
Audrey says, I've got no bear stories. I'd probably try to pet it and not be around to tell about it.
Well, that's fair. Most of my bear experiences, I have been forced to be at a safe distance because...
Oh, Heather wants to clarify. It should say Katmai National Forest. Sorry, there's a little autocorrect there.
Got it.
Heather wants to make sure that no one's rolling down the window asking for directions to Kayla's National Park. If Kayla had a national park, that would have been the first Kayla in the world. It'd be like the Kayla that all the other Kaylas are named after.
You're in rare form today, you know that?
Well, I had 2 weeks to get myself ready.
Help me spell something.
What do we need me to help you spell?
I saw
Here's Mateo.
some bear footprints at Dollywood.
Oh, that's a long one. I cannot help you spell that, okay?
Why?
Because, hang on, I'm reading. Heather says, my parents live in northern Michigan, and we were all there for a little vacation. A black bear walked onto the property. We were sitting around a fire. Luckily, my dad knew how to scare it off. Oh, boy.
Yeah, black bears are pretty skittish. There have been reports of bears in Ohio lately.
Uh-huh.
Daddy,
Black bears.
I cannot tell you that entire story, sweetheart. No, I think everybody just
I think
heard
they heard
you.
it.
Everybody just heard you tell your story by saying it out loud, okay?
Wait, how did they hear me?
Because the volume is good enough on the microphone that they can hear you talk when you talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Renee Lynch says they were in Georgia this weekend for a veteran thing at a national cemetery, and there was a sign warning of feral pigs. She laughed and said, only in Georgia. I don't think that's only in Georgia. I think in Texas they got some feral pigs.
That's a little funny, though.
What I can tell you for sure is that Pashta has no plans to release any feral pig
No
guides.
feral pig ones.
No feral pig ones, no. Marianne says, question, are the barrettes on the schedule for the video lives? Well, this is a great question because we were going to put up a poll today.
Well, so I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, but I did a quick reel of one of the barrettes on Instagram. So you could see how it comes together. Like literally 7 minutes from start to finish. Like I die cut everything and I sped it up a little bit for Instagram because they're like, this is too long. But I genuinely didn't go crazy with the cutting out and editing and stuff because I don't know how to do any of that. So I had not planned to do the barrettes, but I did have a question about whether you wanted to see, because we have one last live this year, next week. I wanted to know whether you wanted to see something new or something previously released. So Sean was going to put up a poll for me.
The poll is up. So if you would like to see a new die or an old die, go ahead and smash the button there on the poll. That's great. In Yellowstone, a huge grizzly came down a bluff that crossed the road to the creek below, and he said to my daughter and I, I'll be back. He went back to take pictures. Whoa.
Honey, not right this second, okay?
Heather Leibowitz's husband was once in a hot tub while a bear was swimming in the pond below their house.
That's funny.
That's amazing.
Sweet girl. Not right now.
I'm just going to sign your name.
Oh, you're going to sign my name? Okay.
And speaking of fishing, Barbara Beck said she went to pick up her salmon and crab today. The queue for oysters had over 40 people waiting. Wow.
Wow.
Merry Christmas to you, too. That's amazing.
I saw some tinned oysters at the grocery store last night.
I hope those 40 people were getting their oysters I hope they weren't having to have them all shucked. I hope they were going home to shuck them themselves.
Shuck them themselves.
That's what you do when you have 16 days off. You learn to shuck oysters. Ay.
And you teach any child that lives in the vicinity so you don't have to do it yourself.
That is not something you teach a child.
Teach a man to shuck?
Teach a man to shuck. You know what they say, give a man a shuck. And
I'm sorry, what did they say about giving a man a shuck?
Yeah, but teach a man to shuck and he'll shuck for his whole life. I don't know. What did they say about that? You're the one who started this. Now you can't handle it. Look at you over there.
I'm afraid I'm going to misspeak.
You're like an 8th grader over here. Is it study hall right now? Get your study hall out of my recess. No, ma'am. Go sit down. You may not do that, okay? Oh, the chat went away? Well, what did you do?
I turned it like this.
Uh-huh.
But when I went back to it, it was like black.
All right, now we're gonna put on our face. Gonna put on our bear face.
There.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the
I
poll.
want to
You
use
have to vote yes or
gray
no.
thread for his mouth.
You have to vote old die or new die. You have to make your vote. Old is O-L-D, new is N-E-W. So please push one of the buttons, either old or new.
I'm going to use, this is some soapstone for
New starts with an N.
for the nose, but I want to use a lighter color for the mouth. So I'm going to use DMC 3, which is what I use for Pebble.
I want to vote again.
You're using the thread for Pebble
For the mouth.
for the mouth is what we're doing. Okay.
Yes.
And the reason why is because of the gray felt. That was the choice that you made?
Well, I just want it to I want it to contrast just a little bit with the nose.
Dad,
And I think that this thread goes fairly nicely with the,
I can't vote as well. I'm
Sweet
going to
girl.
close the poll in just a second. Go sit down, please. I can't hear Mama talking.
Too much bouncing, baby. Too much bouncing, okay?
And what is and that's just a tundra, a muzzle you've got there?
Yeah, tundra muzzle.
Okay, tundra muzzle. And away we go.
Yeah. Sweet girl, I need you to sit down.
Over the river. To grandmother's house we go.
We're not going to grandmother's house right now.
Sorry, I'm getting
2
stuck.
points.
Matilda, honey.
Now, was your plan for the eyes on these ones today to also do the safety eyes?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I showed these on a live during the release week, but I figured it couldn't hurt to show them again.
It definitely, that's why the crocodile came back inside the house.
That's why the crocodile came inside the
Got
house.
it. I was wondering why the crocodile was back in the house, and now I understand. It only took me an hour to connect those crocodile dots.
Yes. Because you can just like muscle it through the felt, but I prefer...
No one in the chat wanted to touch our middle school humor today with a 39.5 poll, by the way. Nobody wants to talk about oysters, it turns out.
So which
Fair
one
enough.
of the votes won?
Sweetheart, I haven't closed the poll yet. How about I'll close the poll in? You want to count down from 10 to 0 for me?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to close the poll in 10 seconds,
9,
everybody.
8.
Keep going.
7.
Yep.
6.
Uh-huh.
5.
Yep.
4.
Yep.
3.
Yep.
2. 1. 0.
Okay, it looks like people want to see a new die.
Okay.
Oh yeah!
15 people said new, 5 people said old.
Okay.
Yeah, new one, new one,
Hey,
new
sweetheart.
one.
That's enough jumping. You can't do any more jumping or else
Stop
we're going to have a
jumping.
different conversation, okay?
I know.
Wow. She says they were waiting for them shucking and serving. Cliff the shucker was so busy. Oh my gosh,
bet.
Cliff.
Cliff deserves like a Christmas bonus or something.
Yeah, you know, this is like one of those classic conundrums, which is like, you know, when it's the holiday season and people want to do something that's kind of fancy, what they want is to eat like a bunch of freshly shucked oysters.
Uh-huh.
So the guy who's shucking all the oysters, like, what does he want? You know what I'm saying? This is like when if you work in an office, the break room is the kitchen. But if you work in a restaurant, the break room is the office.
That's true.
Right? Like if you want to take a break in a restaurant, everybody kind of congregates in the office, but it's vice versa if you're actually in an office environment. If you're the oyster shucker, like what do you do for something special for yourself during the holidays, right? Because...
You eat a chicken.
You think so?
No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know, man.
Okay.
Shari says no love for the old with a laughing emoji. And so he said right on.
So we've got our smile on there, and I'm going to just stitch on the nose real quick.
Somebody asked, does the die set come with a die for the eyes, or is it only supposed to be used with the safety eyes?
You can also use sequins or beads or those like pearl buttons that are like the round buttons with the drill hole through.
Okay.
No, there are not like eye dies in this one particularly, because the whole point was like it was supposed to look like a teddy bear, and teddy bears, generally speaking, have safety eyes.
Got it. Okay. So you really wanted to drive home the point of the teddy bearness with the safety eye look.
That was the goal.
So you could stitch, if you wanted to, you could do some freehand stitching for the eyes.
You could, or like, there's several other dies that have eyes in them. Like if you have Puppy Love, or if you have, because that one's a little bit bigger.
Uh-huh.
If you have, oh, should I do the white first? Because this is fine. I'm going to put the nose on here. If you have Puppy Love, or if you have Hippity Hop, or even Turkey Trot, all of those have eyes in them, like animal, goofy animal eyes. Those would all have an option for you.
Mama.
I see that you're in your Cinderella
Yeah,
dress.
Audrey has reminded us that she used the Puppy Love eyes for when she made the lion.
Mm-hmm.
And Barbara says she found a massive box of eyes from her amigurumi days.
That's crochet. So crochet eyes are safety eyes.
Got it. Shari says that button eyes would be adorable because that'd be a Coraline vibe. You may no longer jump in this room.
Eyes.
You may only jump in your room or somewhere else.
Matilda,
Okay?
Eloise, we've had this conversation now a couple times. I need you to listen, please.
You need to go in your room if you want to dance.
Okay.
Okay. Audrey Hepburn, go into your room if you want to dance.
Okay.
Okay.
Mama, are you staring at my erasers?
Yes,
very nice
we are
erasers,
very much
sweetie.
staring at your erasers. Uh-huh.
Anyway, so there are other options if the button eyes aren't your thing. or the safety eyes aren't your thing, but yes, buttons would also be a great choice, like Sherry mentioned. I am just using, like I said, a little piece of soapstone for the nose today. So I looked at granite, but I felt granite was a little too dark, like it was a little too contrasty.
But you're mixing heathered with heathered is what it sounds like, right? So the precious is a heathered felt. And so rather than go with something inkwell that's like super solid.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to use inkwell. You could have used pebble.
Uh-huh.
We don't really have anything between pebble and inkwell.
What about pewter?
Pewter's also heathered, and
that's what I meant.
A little bit. It's lighter. I wanted something with a little more contrast, which is why I went with the.
Are you now staring at my pencil?
Yes, I am staring at your pencil, sweetheart. Thank you. Can you pull the bear down a little bit so that it's in the screen? I think she means the finished one. Yep, we can pull that finished brown one. Nice. That little guy right there. Oop. Those little guys, look at them. Here, I'll get our heads out of the way.
And then...
There you go.
I'm going to sew around the muzzle here while you're looking at the...
While you're looking at those bears, okay.
I can't see.
Where did I put my... Oh, there it is.
That's because there's a delay, sweetheart, and you just have to wait a moment or two, and then it'll be on your screen, okay? Okay. The signal has to go from the camera to the iPad, down the cord to the router, up into the internet, and then back down again for you to see it.
Just takes a minute, sweetie.
What size of safety eyes do we recommend?
You know, that's a great question. I think the ones that I've used on these two bears, I'm almost positive they're 8mm. But when I ordered a bunch of safety eyes at the same time, they all came in and none of them were labeled. And so
do we have a ruler in this room or not? That I could measure some safety eyes?
If we do, it's over there someplace.
Okay, let me turn your camera back on, and let me see if I can go over and find a ruler, and if so, we'll figure out how many millimeters.
I think they're 8. They look to be about the same size as our sequins, and those are the larger sequins are 8.
Are you now staring, Mama?
Miss Matilda, right now, Mama's not staring at anything except her project. Okay.
Okay, here I go. I have found a ruler.
I mean, if you want one that's not attached to a bear, I have some over
Why would I want one that's not attached to a bear? This is 8mm.
Okay.
If I'm lying, I'm dying.
Yeah. I think anything 8, 6/8 would be a good size.
6/8.
How many days left for first
how many days are left? I believe, let's see, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That would be, counting today, that would be 13.
Great.
Wonderful.
Great. Yeah. Mama's about to start humming is what's going to happen. Sweetheart, I need you to stop playing with the things on the table, okay?
Those are my things.
Yes, I know they're your things. I need you to stop putting things on the table, please.
Thank you. Yep.
I'm just stretching my leg.
Okay. I need to see the screen again.
I didn't realize you couldn't.
You keep moving it back to where I can't see it.
There's a few things going on.
I know.
Over here, okay? Okay.
All right. We're just using the running stitch again. But I don't stop at the stitch that's next to the nose. I come up to the first stitch on the nose itself. And just come between the layers, between like the nose and the muzzle. So that way it doesn't the stitch doesn't abruptly stop.
Yeah.
I hope that makes sense.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to go back, double back, and go back around.
I'm just glad that in the run-up to Valentine's Day, we were able to offer people another classic Valentine's motif for their Valentine's gifting, you know? Well, just thinking about what are all the romantic things that happen around Valentine's Day. Whether or not you live with a polar bear, you know, you have to figure out what you're going to do for Valentine's Day.
Right.
And the little tiny bears, right? They're a thing that people sometimes, you know.
Absolutely. Well, these bears are a great size, especially for kiddos. I've heard of, there's a lady I really love on Instagram. She's, she's a mom and she talks a lot about mom things. And she's got 2 young boys.
Uh-huh.
I think they're like 7 and 5.
The worst.
And
oh, sorry, go on.
And she keeps tiny stuffed animals in her purse so that if they're like waiting places, she can pull them out. She calls them purse pals. She can pull them out and give them something to play with. Yeah. To keep them entertained. Uh-huh. So she's not tearing her hair out of her head trying to, you know, keep them from interrupting a life while she's trying to sew. And these would make really good purse pals.
Sweetheart, you need if your tea party needs to be quieter. Tea parties are supposed to be quiet.
Okay. So there's our bear muzzle.
Cucumber sandwiches and all that.
Oh, Dad, darn it.
Okay, thank you.
We're going to just sew on the little heart. I am not going to use the holes only die because I don't feel like it's necessary most of the time for just a couple of stitches. But I include them because some people really prefer them, and that's great.
And the heart comes with the die, so there's a full screen image again right there.
The heart
and the one that you did in the example photo, it looks like it has a bead and a sequin in the center of it.
I'll get there.
Does it not?
Yeah, it does.
And when you did that bear, that looks like, was that soapstone? Or
this
that was,
bear?
No, yeah.
No, this bear is
shagbark.
Shagbark.
That's shagbark, and his nose must be like furrow or something.
His nose is truffle.
Truffle. Okay,
and his feet. His nose and his feet are truffle.
Okay.
And then I've got satin slipper in his ears.
Good one, Mommy Dummy.
Thank you, baby. All right, so I'm just going to hold it where I want it, and...
People love that it's a family affair video today.
I'm so glad.
No, the ratings are way up. Yeah. Yeah. Just make sure you smash a like over here.
Yeah, purse pals. Anyways. It would make a really nice, cute little thing. Or if you were to, like, leave off the arms and the feet, you could use a rattle insert. Yeah. And it would just be like a rattle. Like the kid could rattle. Does that make sense?
Sure.
I realize it looks like I'm throttling a bear right now.
It looked like you were fishing there for a second.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, you sort of were like,
funny.
This was the motion you were doing there.
Anywho.
I think without the arms and legs, it could still be a rattle.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Okay. No, I mean, I'm sorry, with.
Oh, with?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. There's just more little things for smaller kids to chew on.
Oh, I see what you're saying. What you're trying to do is minimize the number of things
chewable things
that the baby is going to like try to rip off or detach or... Yeah.
Actually, this shape in general, like this shape would be a good handle, rattle insert kind of thing, like with nothing on it. If you wanted to do it out of like patterned fabric or something, I bet that would be really cute.
Hey, one of our crafters is asking, when using the safety eyes, do you have to stuff the head a little bit more so that the locking mechanism works? Or no?
I stuff the head a little bit more so you don't feel the locking mechanism so much. Like you can feel the stems a little bit when you're smushing them. But it's not like you have a pokey thing coming out the back. Sweet girl.
Miss Matilda, I would like a quieter tea party, okay? It should be like Handel's water music over there, you know, just nice and light. Something like a saraband, okay? Okay.
I am trying to find a sequin that I would like to put on here in my bag of random whatever I have with me.
Yeah, I'm a patient.
Here's one.
There we go.
Hey, look, we happen to have
Lasting
Sweet
Love?
Tooth.
Oh, Sweet Tooth.
Yep. So I'll just pluck a sequin out of here. I took not a bunch of stuff, but some stuff with us on our little trip, and it's all still here in the bag, and I don't really know what all is what all is in here. I saw it. Oh, there it is. Okay.
What color are you choosing, Mama?
It's a pink one. So I'm using Cheeky for the heart. I thought I mentioned it, but maybe I didn't. I'm using Cheeky, and I'm just going to... Cheeky was in the Sweet Tooth color story, so I have a good sequin and bead that coordinate. And I'm just going to tie off that sequin.
Barbara says that if you're very careful, you can melt the rod onto the backing of the eyes and it will flatten just a little bit.
Oh.
Look
Yeah,
at
I wondered about trying to like cut off some of the excess with like firm or with like snips of some kind. I had not gotten there yet.
There you go.
Okay, so now let's put on some safety eyes.
Okay, it's safety eyes time. Okay, then I'm gonna get both of us out of here so people can really see what's happening with the safety eyes.
I really liked. I came to realize I liked having the crocodile to punch holes for me. One of the kits of safety eyes I bought came with like an owl, but I liked the ability to just like pop through. See, it makes like a hole there.
Now, do the crocodiles come in different sizes?
No.
Okay, so the crocodiles...
maybe. There might be a couple of different sizes.
But you're freehanding that. You're going so fast.
Oh, yeah,
part.
I'm just sort of...
So you're freehanding where the eyeball should be there.
Yep.
Okay.
They're a little crooked. It's okay. It's a cute little happy bear.
Heather Rudd says that she cut the locking mechanism down a little bit after installing them so they weren't as pokey.
Yeah.
But those little pieces did go flying. LOL.
I bet. So you just put I'm sure they did. I figured there had to be a good way. These are maybe a little closer together than I would normally have. Oh, these are goofy.
Oh, he looks like Yogi in a good way.
A little funny. They're a little funny, but that's okay.
But I watched you do this on the Instagram live, and it took you a lot longer when you were fussing with that other tool. You're right, the crocodile was
the crocodile's
holy smokes.
So you just...
Shout out to the crocodile people. I don't know who you are or where you are, and we're not sponsoring...
We are memory keepers is who they are.
Memory keepers, okay.
So you put the backer on. You don't have to have the tool. You can just smush it with your fingers. But again, some of the ones that I bought came with a tool. And so you put the rounded end in one side. It's just like an eyelet setter. And you smoosh. And it tightens them up. I wonder if I could...
How do you even do that, Bob?
I'm going to try and...
She's demonstrating right now. If you would listen and watch, you'll learn, okay?
Make this a little bit higher.
Hey, Lulu.
Louie's here.
Hey, bud.
Finally, the very black cat.
Yes, he is a very black cat. Okay,
And
that's better. It's a little more even. Okay.
A little bit.
Yes, Tilly has a little, or Betty has a little bit of black. See, you can smush it down with your fingers. It totally works.
This is the tool that came with the safety eyes?
This came with some of my safety eyes. It works better if you don't hold it sideways. I wonder if it would work with the crocodile, because the crocodile's got like a bunch of funny ends. I don't know.
Whatever you do, don't try that live.
I'm not going to try that live.
Okay, great.
Sweetie, please stop dropping.
Yeah, this is why people sit down at the tea party instead of dance around at the tea party, okay?
Tea parties are sort of seated
affairs, okay?
All right.
All right, so here we go. We're getting that other safety eye on right now.
Yep. Smush them on. There you go.
Can I see?
You got to drop it down a little bit there, Vinny.
Oh, sorry. Here.
There you go.
No. So the eyes are on.
Okay.
And now, Mama, are you going to stitch the back on?
Yes.
That was the plan, honey.
So, yes, there's enough of a locking. It's locked in far enough that if I really wanted to, I could figure out a way to cut off some of the ends, but I'm not doing that right now. So
I could use a refill. My tea's all out, okay?
So we're gonna stitch on the feet since we don't know where the glue gun is.
People appreciated that you're using that setting tool before because they've never seen it. Shari says not if it's a mad tea party. Shari, now I know how you feel when you're in the chair sitting next to me and you're like, do you really want to do this? This is how Shari is like. She's just right there today, you know?
Okay, I'm going to...
A little bit of a swagger there from Shari.
I'm going to come in, and I'm coming through the body of the bear.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to come through, so I'm not going all the way through the foot. I'm just going through one layer of the foot, like I can feel that it's catching.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just going to do essentially an X.
Got it. Because that's what you're doing. This is what I'm doing right now, everybody. This is what's been going on behind the scenes that you haven't seen because I haven't had my... This is what I'm up to over here. I'm on my second cup already.
All right.
So,
and I'm just, like I said, I just did the X, and then I'm going to tie it off. If I were giving this to a small child and not hanging it on my Valentine's tree,
can I have some more, please?
I would secure it way more than I am right now.
Thank you.
But this is just going to hang in our house.
Okay.
That's
right. You threatened to put this on the Valentine's Day tree.
Yeah, that's why I did a pink bear, because I think it'd be cute on the Valentine's Day tree.
Yeah.
But yes, please don't give something like this to a really small child without seriously securing things better.
Yes, our products are not toys.
I'm a big child.
You are sure. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm just going to stitch an X. It really does not matter. You just want to make sure that you're getting through enough of the foot that it's going to hold.
So you're really just anchoring the feet in in lieu of a glue gun, you're anchoring these as if they're just a big sequin or something.
No, I think this has a name. I think this stitch is like this could be totally wrong. Is it a basting stitch? Is somebody more familiar with actual sewing terms?
You need me to go downstairs, and if I find my embroidery stitching book, it's probably laying over the top of the glue gun. It's probably why I can't find the glue guns, because you put...
Anyway.
Yeah, okay.
Just,
so, some
if you're
kind of
giving
basting
this to
stitch.
a child, please make sure it's more secure than this. But
got it.
This is sufficient for something like this. It's just going to hang. The only tricky part is when you go to do your perimeter, you just have to make sure not to get you have to sew around the feet in a way that...
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That goes without saying.
Sure.
We have a very educated audience.
I'm just throwing it out there.
So
those are now on.
You're doing the front and the back together now.
Yep.
And while you're doing the front and back, you will add on the ears and the arms.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've had way too many. I've already had 3.5 mugs.
Okay.
I've already got the jitters.
What time is it?
It's your fourth mug of tea. Oh, o'clock is what it is.
Look at tea o'clock. I think I drank that iced tea last night.
Yeah,
way too late.
Put that back down,
I
please.
can't take the tea right now.
Put it back down, please. Thank you.
Baby Dove, I need you to read the room a little. Okay?
I don't know about you. It's starting to feel like Turkish coffee to me. I'm feeling, just really...
Anyway, I couldn't sleep is what I was going to say. It's last night.
Just wired over here.
Oh, Dad.
What, sweetheart?
I don't want to watch the live anymore.
Okay, well then.
I want to listen to the live.
No, you're not listening to the live. Do not turn the volume up or else we're going to have a different conversation.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm going to listen to the live from the room.
That's great.
I just vaguely
I'll save
measured.
the tea for Mom.
Thank you for saving the tea for me, sweetheart. I appreciate that. Just can't take it right now. Which I'm fairly certain you know.
I'm just glad are people going to be around next week to watch us stitching live, as no one's got their Christmas holiday plans lasting all the way
on a Tuesday
until December. Well, until December the 30th. I don't know. Christmas is on a weird, it's on a weird day this week, right? It's like kind of...
Well, that week between Christmas and New Year's is always kind of a quiet time for some folks, and so I figured, well...
Yeah, I didn't know if we were going to get a bunch of extras in the chat today. There was this part of me that was like, I wonder if we're going to blow through to a new record and have all these newcomers who are like, I finally made it. Instead, it's, it's a regular crowd, which is great, but I wasn't sure. I was like... Do we have a bunch of people? So maybe, is that next week, you think?
I have no idea.
Is there somebody right now at home and they're rubbing or they're at work, they're rubbing their hands together like this time next week?
I don't know, babe.
How much you want to bet I can throw this ball over the mountains? You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like that's what's going through their mind.
I just wanted to double check here. I'm going to start this second hole, or this hole here.
Uh-huh.
Is where, you can't see me, can you? Because I can't see the screen.
Okay.
Here is where the shoulder pops in, or the arm pops in. So we're going to start at this hole here. No. You know what? I'm going to start below the arm, because I'm going to have to stuff this thing, and I don't want to have to seal it up.
In the very first stitch that you're doing, you're going to be stitching through the arm?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was like you're going to do a couple of stitches and then get to the arm.
Well, I'm going to start at the bottom of the arm.
Okay, so you're placing the arm in between the layers.
Yes, I'm placing the arm first.
And then you're going to start at the bottom.
Yes.
The tea's wearing off. Sorry, everybody.
it's not wearing off.
Okay, sorry, not wearing off.
Okay. So I'm going to come in here below the arm. And I'm coming between the layers.
Yes.
Leave enough of a tail. And then you're just going to sew
upwards.
Yeah.
And so as you're doing this, you're going through 4 different layers right now.
Right? No, this first stitch, I'm just going through 2 layers. Sweet girl, I need you to stop with the noise, please. Thank you. Now I'm going to go through 4 layers. And the whole time, I'm just going to make sure that I think I missed I'm a little distracted. Sorry.
It is okay.
Tilly, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start by going through this way so I can make sure that I get my, and then I'll put the front back on when I come around through the next stitch. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So I'm holding that in place.
Do you need your clips?
Probably.
Oh.
Oh, where's your clips?
Hold on, let me count. See, I need to count too, everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to come in up through the 7th hole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th hole. There we go.
All the knitters and all the cross stitchers are happy right now because of the counting.
I'm so glad.
They love it.
And then now that I know that the arm is in the right place, I can keep stitching. Again, just doing a running stitch, still using 8/18. And we're just running stitching with 3 strands of thread. And you're just, I don't know, I think I've sewed this bear too high. His arm is too high up. Son of a gun.
It's okay.
Thanks, Tilly. It's not really okay, just so we're
like
clear.
he's waving.
No, it's like he's shrugging, and I don't want the bear to shrug.
It's okay if you've got a shrugging bear.
I don't want the bear to shrug.
It's a bear who is he's just super casual about Valentine's Day. You're asking him like,
Okay, so I was wrong.
oh,
The shoulder is not that hole. It's the next hole down.
got it.
And I was having a hard time keeping that straight. So my apologies. So
That's okay. I'm locked in here.
now that I have my arm in the right place,
Okay, you're in between the layers.
in between the layers, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to... Here we go. Oh, son of a gun.
Did you lose your thread?
No, I've got my thread. I just lost my needle there for a second. I got it through and then...
Ah,
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go.
okay. So we're lined up.
We're lined up.
The arm is there.
The arm is in.
Okay. This is why I was wondering if you were going to start with the arm or not, or if you got like a running start.
No,
You know, a couple of normal stitches, and then you have to place the arm in.
I don't know. I don't remember how I did it when I was sewing it.
Shari or Audrey, anybody else in the chat, if you've assembled a bear and you have a different approach angle, let's say.
Shari has the bear. Does Shari have the bear?
I don't know. I'm just curious if people have a different approach to this whole setup. That's all.
Sweetheart, please go sit down. Thank you.
We're all teed out over here, okay?
I'm just gonna make tea. Mama's gonna drink some tea.
Tilly, right now, Mama's not going to
Mama's
drink
stitching.
tea,
She's
okay?
not drinking any tea, okay?
I mean after I say
Shari has confirmed your suspicions that she is bearless.
That's what I thought. It's okay.
totally fine. I just didn't know.
We could always.
This is normally the time when if she had the thing, she would chime in and be like, "This is where I start."
Okay.
Okay.
Got my arm on.
The arm is on, so now you're moving up into the cheeks.
Yes.
Of the teddy bear here.
Yes.
Okay.
And we're just doing a running stitch.
And eventually this is when you're gonna start to add on the ears.
I will put the ears in here shortly. And then when I'm on the other side of the ears, I will start stuffing the head, because it's easier to stuff around those posts. If you don't wait till you're like all the way down to into the body. Does that make sense? It
does. Yeah, I was wondering if you're going to essentially be stuffing the head and the body kind of separately. Are you saying you're not going to start stuffing the head until both the ears are on?
No.
Okay. So once you get one ear on, then you're going to start to do a little stuffing.
Yeah. No.
Oh.
I'm not going to stuff the head until I have the ears on.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I was answering. I'm not. Anyway.
Okay. All right. Jinx.
Where's the right ear on here?
Shari says, or this could be the time where Shari says, I have that, but I haven't stitched it yet.
Well, that's true. All right. There is a suggested spot on the guide for where your ears go.
Okay.
I'm not looking at the guide, though. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball where I think his ears look cute. There's no wrong placement for the ears. The holes have equidistant spacing in the head, so you can put them anywhere you like. Okay.
Merry Christmas from Missouri.
Who's in Missouri?
I don't know. Someone who says Baskets CL1, because remember their names are a little bit different now.
Oh, that's right.
So I don't know who Baskets CL1 is, and they don't have to identify themselves. They just wanted you to know that they're sending you a Merry Christmas wish from Missouri.
Well, thank you.
And if you're just joining us, we are stitching the beloved bear die.
We are.
And we're stitching him in pink, or her in pink, because she's going to go on our Valentine's tree.
Yep.
Or he is going to go.
Or he, yes.
Yeah, so the arm has been attached, and now the ear is being attached.
One of the ears is in. The trickiest part, honestly, aside from needing
a hanger?
A hanger. Oh, do I have thread up here?
Oh, boy. Shari says she's determined to be better. She busted out her winter pine cone for the first time, and she also stitched her first fancy flake in bird. That's pretty fast, because the bird you would have just gotten, right? That's a new thing. Okay. All right. All right, Shari. Turning over a new leaf over there. What are you looking for, dear?
I'm looking for thread to hang.
Your crochet thread?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There might be some over on the table over there.
See, that crochet thread is actually attached to a banner. Okay. And did you look through your crafty bag?
Sort of.
Here, pass it to me. Here, I'll get it. No, here.
No, I need it like right now.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind.
It is okay. Live is paused.
Live is not paused, baby love. What's that? Ooh, found some. Okay.
Yeah, Shari says she stitched the Oriole last night, that was big news over here.
Yes, it was.
Oh, that's Cindy Lubbard over there.
Oh, hello, Cindy.
From Missouri. There we go. Hi, Cindy. She made an Oriole last night, which, Lizzie showed me right away because my dad's from Baltimore.
Yeah.
So an Oriole is, goes very well over here. Audrey says it's with the glue gun. Nobody believes you, Audrey.
Stinking glue gun. I'll find it.
And Kelly says, meanwhile, she just stitched all the way around the 9 Lives cat head and realized that she never stuffed it.
I've been there, and that's how we have a flat-bellied turkey downstairs.
Yeah, flat-bellied turkey.
Okay. So I'm going to add in the hanger here.
We did find crochet thread.
We did. I just cut a length. Usually I cut somewhere in the 7-inch range.
And you've knotted the bottom of it.
Not the ends, yep. And now I'm sewing around the head so I can put on the ears.
Bloop, there it goes.
And then I will stuff it. And then we can be done with our bear. Okay, how many? I did 1, 2, 3, 4.
A lot of people did leave comments on the Pashta blog.
3. About what?
About their stuffed animals.
4.
Because that was a question we asked everybody, right? Which day was that?
Yeah, that was on the day 3.
For the bear?
What do you remember about your
favorite stuffed animal? Yeah.
Your first stuffy.
Yeah. You know, like a person who had a 3-foot-tall Winnie the Pooh.
For example.
For example. Or Raggedy Ann, that was a popular one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jilly's first stuffy was an alpaca.
She tried to show alpaca earlier, yeah.
Yeah, she still wanders around with alpaca. She's a big family friend there.
Yeah.
And I got a knot. Oh, for the love of peat moss.
Something for everyone in this life today.
Seriously.
There are some people who said they had no stuffies at all. That I find that very surprising.
We had lots of stuffies as children.
Yeah.
It was like an easy thing for grandparents who didn't see us very often to pick up.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So, big fans of stuffies. There are 2 of my childhood stuffies out in the barn in my office right now.
Yeah.
There's a bear and a bunny.
People with stuffed monkeys named Jocko, that's hilarious.
I don't feel like I ever named my stuffies, though.
I don't think my stuffies had a name either, at least not that I can remember. Saying that you grew up without any stuffies at all to me would be like growing up without books. Not that I was like a big stuffy person.
No.
I just feel like everybody had one, right? Or maybe they did have one, but they just can't remember. I don't know.
What was I doing?
I don't know, sweetheart. All right, so we've got our bear head here.
Uh-huh, you got your bear head there.
And we're going to start stuffing up into it just to make sure that we get enough stuffing around those. I'm trying to make sure I stay on camera. Enough stuffing around those ends.
Yeah.
That they're not going to poke through the back and leave like a dimple on the back. What?
Shari said that her Oreo was hanging nose down, so she had to add some poly pellets to weigh down his tail.
Oh, his tail. That's fair. That's funny.
Audrey says that changing the ear and eye location can change the whole look because she put the ears and the eyes closer together on the lion. That's right.
Yeah, I noticed that when I did these guys. Like, it's just a different vibe. The different eye placement.
Yeah.
And I think their ears were around the same place, but for sure their ears or their eyes being different makes a difference. Okay, so you just stuff up into, you just want to get around those stems. If you're using safety eyes, you want to get around the stems to make sure that it's not so pokey. And then I'm going to keep going here with the stitches. And again, we're just using running stitch. And when I get to the end of the neck here, I will fill in more of the head. I just wanted to get, the reach is better when you're up around the eyes. If you don't sew all the way to the end of the neck first.
Now, someone earlier mentioned sewing magnets into their bear. Mm-hmm. And so you would have done that already by now if you had wanted to do magnets, probably on the back, right?
Yeah, I would have sewn them onto the back first.
You would have sewn them inside the back layer with circles. Or with the outside.
Circles,
one or the other. Yeah.
I usually bury my circles inside.
Yeah.
But you could do it either way. It doesn't really make a difference. But yeah, usually when I'm doing magnety things, I bury the circles on the inside. So you've got a smooth back, but that's entirely preference. Okay, so now I've got my head stuffed a little bit more. And we're going to tuck in the other arm. Here it is. Got our shoulder there. And I'm going to kind of pinch his neck so I can make sure that I've got my layers lined up. Because once you got stuffing in there...
Oh.
Oh.
We're waving by. There goes Grandma.
Somebody.
We heard her honking.
Is that Grandma?
I think so. She honked last week.
That's true.
It is that time of day.
I didn't know if Miss Teresa would honk, since we're not going to see
I mean,
her
it could be Miss
in a
Teresa
while.
as well. Maybe now that Teresa knows that Grandma honks, she'll honk or vice versa.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Okay.
Barbara said since she won't be stitching on camera, she would use quilt batting to cover up those eye stems as well.
Yeah, you could do that too. Certainly. It's honestly just whatever works best for you. And when I did the banner that I did, the I Love You banner with the birds, I left the safety eyes straight out the back of the bird because I knew that it was going to be the back of the banner, and once you're hanging the banner, nobody's really going to see it. So it just depends on... Yeah,
it depends on who's going to be using it and
how it's going to be used.
How it's going to be used.
Yeah.
And yeah.
If you were doing like something with an embroidery hoop, some sort of home decor piece, you could also not worry about it because it's going to stick out the back of the hoop. You know, it just depends on how it's being used.
Cindy wanted everybody to know that she made ornaments for her kids or grandkids using the large letters. She did their initials and added peyote, a beaded piece for each of their interests.
Oh, cool.
So a soccer ball, a red truck, a nutcracker, a fish. That sounds really
so cool.
Yeah, that's interesting. There you go.
All right, now down here I've got the feet on already, right? So you're just going to kind of lift the foot out of the way.
You mentioned this earlier, like you basted those on.
Is that what did you ever look up whether or not
No, I
that's
never
the right
looked
term?
it up. No, I like the word that you used.
Okay.
They don't have, the holes don't align with the...
no, they don't align with the feet.
Okay, that's great.
So I've just, like I said, you can wait until the end and just glue them on, which is certainly the easiest possible thing you can do. But you can also just keep them pulled out of the way when you're sewing around the perimeter, and it works just fine.
Because if you were to stitch through them, it'd be 5 layers of felt, which is a ton of felt to work your way through.
But it's more that they don't align exactly right in any way. So it's...
You'd have a bunch of bears walking around, knocking at your door, sniffing at your garbage, like, hey, why'd you make us look silly with your beloved bear dye?
Right.
Yeah, that's what would happen.
Sure.
Word would get around in the greater bear community.
Sure. So now that I'm about 2/3 of the way down here around the belly, I'm going to start stuffing the belly too. Just make sure that any of your tails from your arms are tucked in. So you don't want those sticking out when you're stuffing. Make sure that your initial tail is sticking out so that you can see where to tie off, but like the arms themselves have tails too. So you want to make sure you're stuffing up into the neck. Because otherwise the neck gets floppy and then looks real sad. Oh yeah. So
you don't want to have like a stuffed head and a stuffed body and then in between is like a hinge.
Yes.
Yeah.
So just make sure that you stuff up into the neck a little bit. That way it's not so floppy.
Shari's bringing down the level of dialogue here by talking about a bear getting their garbage and left us a gift. Is what she says. Yeah, there's a little emoji there.
I'm guessing it was not a nice gift.
No. No.
It wasn't like a honey pot or anything. It was
No, I believe it would appear the bear relieved itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, bears. It's hard to teach them manners.
What does relief mean?
I'll tell you later, sweetheart. Audrey says she honestly didn't realize the foot pad dies were meant to cut a window. She used the negative and sewed on the oval piece to the foot.
You can do it that way too.
You can do it that way too.
Or you could inlay them and then glue them into place if you wanted to. There are so many options.
Lots of options for all the different bears out there. For the bears who leave you gifts. For the
Maybe
bears
not
that don't.
for them.
Matt decided to leave it there as a warning to others.
She's just hoping for rain? What?
I guess that does answer the question, does a bear do its stuff in the woods, you know?
Nope.
It turns out the answer is no. Yeah, it does it in the suburbs. Or the exurbs, yeah.
Oh, it's funny. Okay.
It's crazy how big bears are in real life. I mean, bears are big.
Black bears aren't as big as you might think.
No, but they're still big animals. When you really see one, you're like, holy smokes.
Yes, in the grand scheme of mammals, they are not small.
They are big dogs.
No, they're big bears.
Yeah, big boys, big girls, big dogs.
Okay. So I'm just going around the rest of the
like the neck of a polar bear. It might as well be a giraffe on ice.
Bears are...
You know what I mean? Those they got long necks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just stuffing in a little bit more as I go around. Because you don't want to get one side that's kind of flat. You know, you want to... I stuff a little bit more as I go all the way around.
And I'm still hearing the chat.
I'm so glad, honey.
That's great.
And again, on this side, I'm just making sure that I go only through the bare body, not into the foot as I'm stitching.
And then once you get to the end, you're going to turn and go back the other way?
Yes.
Okay.
Nobody has to watch that part, though, if they don't want to, really.
Yeah, that's great.
It'll be pretty...
Yeah, I'll bogart the entire camera at that point in time. Okay. We'll just take everybody into... or we can go back and show the really pretty pictures again. Actually, we were out of town, and Matt's dad found it. Matt just told his dad to leave it. I would not handle it the same way. I'd be like, Michael, see, I'm going to need you to go ahead and take care of that for me. You know what I mean?
He wouldn't.
Bill's character. Oh, no, totally would. Come on.
You think so?
Yeah. What other choice would he have?
To say no.
You know who would take care of it? Dale. Dale would take care of it.
Dale would take care of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dale's a good friend. And he would take care of it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He'd probably take a look at it to see what the bear was eating.
Yeah, I'm sure he would. I'm sure he'd call his boys over and be like, all right, what do you guys think?
Yeah, that's right. What do you think here?
Where do you think this bear has been?
Yeah, where do you think this bear has been?
Oh, I love that.
Smelly bear.
All right. So we're getting close to the...
It's a good thing I made this little graphic here. I'm going to just go ahead and get you all... You have to show anything on the turnaround here, do you?
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, once you get back to the initial hole, you're just going to double back.
Uh-huh.
Make sure you don't sew your tails in or hide your tails before you're ready. Okay, doubling back.
Doubling back now, everybody. There we go. They're just looking at you now, so you don't have to lean away. Yeah, then I put that way everybody knows what's going on. A little beloved bear down here in the corner. I know, look at that. We so fancy. Maybe it shouldn't be down in front of your hands, though. Let me see if I can get that out of the way. Let me see if I can get this out of the way. Oh, no, it's called lower third. I guess since it's called lower third, I can't really do that.
Probably not.
No, I don't think I can. Okay.
Also, it occurs to me, if you wanted to...
The heck, I can't. In your face, lower third.
If you wanted to stuff the arms, you probably could.
Yeah.
They're just small enough that I don't bother.
Doesn't make as much sense over there.
I wouldn't bother with the feet either, to be honest with you.
What are you talking about?
Stuffing them. I wouldn't bother stuffing.
You wouldn't bother stuffing the feet?
No.
No. How did I get to the position? I don't understand how that happened. I got a little refrigerator. There we go.
Dad, what are you doing?
Oh, I did that one.
He's talking to himself, honey.
I don't know. I'm still playing with it. If anybody has strong feelings about where that beloved bear should be floating around.
That logo there, that graphic you made?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Me.
What did you say, Matilda?
Tell it to me.
I already told it to you. You're not watching though anymore. So, and I'm not going to get the phone out and show you.
All right. I'm just stitching the running stitch. The running stitch is the easiest stitch for me personally. But if you have a preferential stitch, my goodness.
People said new dye for sure. And so what does that make our options here next week?
We could do the Cozy Home dye.
You could do cozy. Yeah,
You
sure.
could do the well-nested die.
Our options are cozy home.
The barrettes, I guess we could do, but we
Well nested.
already did a reel for
the
those.
barrettes. We have the bird.
The lovebird, yeah.
Which we've already talked about briefly.
Yep.
Okay.
So there you go. There's some options.
Yeah, I don't know what people want to see. I suppose they'll just be happy with whatever we decide to do.
Well, I mean, usually that is what happens.
People's preferences top left. Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Beloved bear.
Beloved bear. He's so cute.
Someone says, I would still like a video for the candle at some point. I hope Julie was one of the people who said, old die then. We can definitely get to the all aglow candle.
That was one that was on the list of things I was like, oh, I should have added this to our list this year and didn't. So we'll have to.
It's nice to know that there are still things that we can do, you know?
Yeah.
This was similar when we went away for the weekend. There was, there was a lot of, not a lot of, there was some curiosity, right, and anxiety about us, like, going away. And, like, are there going to be enough work for everybody to do while we're gone? And then the number of orders that came through the weekend meant that they spent their whole day yesterday getting orders ready to go. Someone reminded us we have the cakes, too. Audrey reminded us we have the cakes as well.
And I also reminded you.
Shari, ... the candle. One of the ones that I haven't yet stitched. All right, so we have either of the layer cakes.
Do we have any candle?
We have the all aglow die, honey, is what she's talking about.
Yeah, the all aglow die. All right, so I guess from there we're gonna have to pick. We're gonna have to pick one. My vote would be either Cozy Home or one of the cakes.
I was thinking cakes.
You're thinking cakes?
Wait,
Yeah.
Cozy Home is new?
Yes, honey.
Yeah, Cozy Home is new, honey.
And the cakes.
Yeah, the
and
cakes are new.
Mama's vote?
I'm not sure what Mama's vote is.
Mama's not even sure yet what Mama's vote is.
Yeah, because Mama has preferred stock, so sure, her vote really counts.
My vote really counts.
Oh, your vote really counts as well? Well, see, you won't be at school next week again either.
Nope, you'll get to see it again. Yay!
Yeah, unless we farm you out for a play date. Please get the toy out of your mouth, okay?
Wait,
Great.
I could have a play date next week.
No, I was just
We'll
speaking
see.
hypothetically.
We will see.
Yeah, totally hypothetical.
Back up!
I want to put all aglow on my own personal list. It showed up last year when I wasn't feeling festive. Oh, okay. Sharon Beth says, yes, do the cake. This will be part of my next purchase. Okay, there you go.
I was thinking cake because it's, we're heading into the
Could be a New Year's
New
cake.
Year. And
Could use some sparkly thread.
we could.
Oh, we do have sparkly thread. Could I show the sparkly
No, people have seen the sparkly thread. Thank you.
I used iridescent thread on one of Tilly's teacher's ornaments.
Uh-huh.
A thread that I've never used before. It was like a white iridescent.
Yeah.
And it was very fun.
Very
and it was
fun.
not as tangly as some of the other ones. Some of the other like light effects threads, which was interesting to me. So
okay.
that one might make its way into the store at some point because I didn't find it nearly as difficult to use.
Obviously, the cake is so versatile because cake is such a universal celebratory motif. Weddings, Valentine's Days, birthdays, anniversaries, retirements.
Yes, what my sister does with actual cake, I attempted to recreate with felt cake.
Sherry says, if you need some New Year's cake inspiration, I have some shared today. Winky face. Oh. And Sharon says she's got birthday season coming up, so she's got cake on the brain. She's got cake brain.
See, our birthday season tends to be in the spring and summer.
In the spring and summer, that's right.
Miss Matilda.
Honey, you're getting awfully close to the cameras and you're whipping those blankets around.
Blankets
okay, let's stop doing that, please. Okay. All right, so it sounds like everybody is slouching towards cake for next week.
Cake.
Thank you, Tilly.
We know Tilly is a fan of all things cake, so. All right, we're almost done here. Back to the end.
Back to the end, okay.
Maybe try not to overstuff your head. because
Your bear a little congested there?
Yeah, she's a little thin at the points, at the corners. They get a little stretched, but it's okay.
Tracy says she loves the mullein thread from DMC.
I've heard of said thread. I have not used. So.
Shari says that in particular it's nice because it's a calorie-free cake.
Ah!
Yeah, there you go.
Do love that. All right, so here I am back at the end.
Do I have to show the camera down here at your hands?
Yep.
Hang on a second. Let me go. There are your hands again. Hey, Lulu. Yeah, it's a little dangerous in here, buddy. Be careful.
I'm going to tie off the ends. And then once I'm double knotted, I'm going to bring my ends through the bear like this. And it will hide. I don't think he is, sweetie. Shh. Okay. Well, we'll check on him in a second here. And then we're going to take the other end through the bear and then just rethread. Don't eat polyfill while you're at it. Okay.
Thank you.
Then you're going to pull.
Okay, good.
You're going to pull through.
Shh. We're finishing up. Shh.
All right. Now, anywhere you've got like extra fluff, I just take my scissors and trim it off. I don't try and pull everything out because then you'll have a mess, but it just will keep coming.
You're a fluff trimmer.
Yeah, I just trim it off. I think it's fine. And so anywhere where there's like...
At the end of the life, I have a present.
Okay.
If you have a present for Dad, let me see it now, okay?
You have to unwrap 3 layers of blankets.
Okay, I'm unwrapping all 3 layers of blanket. There's 1 layer.
There's our bear.
There's 2 layers.
There's 3 layers.
What's happening?
I don't know. Oh, I unwrapped an alpaca. What a great present.
But that's still mine.
Oh, what?
All right.
It's a live present.
Okay, get out of here. I don't want alpaca anymore.
There's our little bears.
Drop them down. They can't see them.
Sorry.
There you go. Let me get my head out of the way. Let's get out of here. Get out of here, head.
Get out of here, head.
Yay.
Get out of here, head.
So we've got the bears that I did here for the
He's almost,
recently.
when he's pink, he's almost Pink Panther.
I was just about to say that. And I think it's because its eyes are so much higher on the... There's so many noises in this room right now. I think it's because... the eyes are so much higher on the face. If they were lower, it wouldn't give you quite as much Pink Panther vibes. But because the eyes are up high like that, it does kind of get Pink Panther vibes.
Look at that, man.
Yeah. Cute little guys. Stop with the chicken banana song.
Stop with the chicken banana song. Okay, great.
All
well,
right.
then I guess we'll see everybody next week, won't we?
Cake.
And we had such a good time doing this today that we're going to do it all. We're going to do it all over again. Wouldn't that be grand? So have a Merry Christmas and a Happy holiday, everyone.
A safe and happy holiday.
And if you're not celebrating Christmas, have a great holiday as well.
And if you're having a baby, I think you should talk to me.
Okay, Miss Matilda, thank you. Everybody is saying goodbye.
Goodbye.
And we hope that you have a great week. Please get your hand away from the camera. We hope that you have a great week, and we'll see you next week.